Is a fourth installment of 365 Days on the horizon? Fans of this steamy and controversial Netflix series are eagerly awaiting news of a potential 365 Days 4. While there's been no official confirmation from Netflix about the continuation of the series, the enigmatic ending of 365 Days this day has left viewers speculating about the fate of Laura and Massimo. In this video, we'll explore what the ending of the third film suggests and what the potential story of 365 Days 4 could be. We'll also discuss the cast and speculate about when Netflix might release the next chapter in this thrilling saga. So, will there be a fourth 365 Days? And if so, what can we expect from it? Let's dive into the tantalizing world of Laura and Massimo's love story. So, let's talk about how the third ending of 365 Days sets everything. If you're curious about all the details, you can check out the full movie for the next 365 Days. But for now, we'll focus on the important part and the moments that follow the climax. Massimo pays a visit to his twin brother Adriano's grave, who tragically lost his life during the previous film's events. He then checks up on Laura, who is healing after surviving Adriano's attack. Despite the doctor's advice against any intimacy until she's fully recovered, a frustrated Laura ends up seducing Massimo during one of his business meetings. Later, while chilling with her best friend Olga, Laura reflects on her miraculous survival and contemplates what she should do with her second chance. She then gets a call from Nacho, who apologizes for lying to her and confesses that he can't stop thinking about her. Laura turns him down but admits to Olga that, despite being married, she's struggling with a strong attraction to Massimo's rival. In an attempt to unwind, Laura and Olga head to a club. Later, Laura meets up with Massimo and they engage in some intimate moments after watching a private strip performance. However, Massimo is still troubled by Laura's previous escape with Nacho to the private island and accuses her of infidelity. He's also upset that she didn't inform him about her pregnancy. Laura, in turn, blames his family for the loss of their baby. The next morning, Massimo tries to make amends by being intimate, but Laura can't get Nacho off her mind, causing Massimo to stop when he realizes she's distracted. Massimo ends up going to a kink club with his associates, but he doesn't cheat on Laura. Laura, upset about the possibility of a marriage falling apart, focuses on advancing her career in fashion and being a brand ambassador. She and Olga are invited to the Lagos Fashion Fair and travel to Portugal, where coincidentally Nacho is staying for a surfing competition. Laura attempts to avoid Nacho, but keeps having intense dreams about him. Eventually they run into each other at a club where the fashion show is happening. After some conversation, Laura kisses Nacho, and they eventually engage in some beachside intimacy. Nacho admits that he saved Massimo's life because he knew that Laura loved him. While he's also in love with her, he's willing to wait for her and not pressure her into being with him. Laura returns to her hotel, where an angry Massimo confronts her over her actions. Laura threatens divorce and requests space, and Massimo agrees. She heads back to Poland to reunite with her parents, unsure of who she's truly in love with. Her mother advises her to prioritize her own happiness. Laura later dreams of having a threesome with herself and two men. She receives a call from Olga, who wants her that Massimo knows about her affair with Nacho and worries about his reaction. A calm Laura decides to return to Sicily to meet Massimo. Upon arrival, she realizes that Nacho has posed as a chauffeur. He explains that his feelings for Laura didn't start as love at first sight, but grew from friendship. He implores her to be with him, but Laura needs time to think, and Nacho agrees to wait. Laura meets Massimo on the beach. He apologizes for his earlier controlling behavior and for not being there for her after she lost their baby. When Laura mentions her affair with Nacho, Massimo shares his father's wisdom about not forcing love. He asks for her decision about which man she will choose, but Laura remains silent. As Laura gazes at him and sweetly remarks, "Someday you'll be an amazing dad too," Massimo inquires, "Are you back, baby girl?" And with that intriguing line, the movie wraps up, leaving the door wide open for a potential fourth installment to continue the story from where the third one left off. As the fourth movie kicks off, Laura has already made up her mind whether she wants to be with Massimo or Nacho, and there are subtle hints that their marriage may even face more challenges again. The third film didn't really give Olga and Domenico's romance much screen time, so it's possible that fourth installment might focus on their wedding. Weddings are great opportunities for everyone to open up and share their feelings, but it could also lead to some conflicts and drama. But besides that, what could 365 Days 4 story be? Is there another book to adapt? Since the 365 Days took a different direction from the original book trilogy, 365 Days 4's story could explore the ongoing adventures of Laura and Massimo. In the books, Laura ends up with Nacho following a tumultuous breakup with Massimo, involving more kidnapping attempts and a tragic event involving her pet dog. However, in the next 365 Days, the story is much less intense, and Laura chooses to stay with Massimo after careful consideration of her options. The high-stakes shootouts from the original ending are replaced by a more peaceful beachside conversation. While there isn't a fourth 365 Days book to adapt, 365 Days 4 could potentially reintroduce the drama and action that the next 365 Days left out. To recapture the over-the-top tone of the original movie, 365 Days 4 might revisit the storyline where Massimo holds Laura captive and she eventually escapes with Nacho. This could also involve reversing the roles of the two love interests, bringing back the intense and dramatic elements that fans of the series enjoyed. With that, let's move on to 365 Days 4 cast. Who could return? When it comes to the cast of 365 Days 4, it looks like most of the primary actors should be available for a potential sequel. Anna Maria Ciecluca, who portrays Laura, currently doesn't have any other projects listed on IMDb, making her likely available for the film. Michele Morrone, the actor behind the franchise's central character Massimo, does have a musical career and has worked on the Italian movie Duetto, but that project is already in post-production. He managed to juggle both his singing career and his role in the original trilogy, so there's a good chance that he'll be available also for 365 Days 4. However, Simone Cecina, who plays Nacho, is currently busy with the film Heaven and Hell, so his availability might depend on the timing of the production. Overall, it seems that the core cast members should be able to return for a potential 365 Days 4, but scheduling and availability may play a role in the final lineup. While there's no official confirmation about the production or release of 365 Days 4, it's reasonable to assume that creating a sequel would take some time, especially if they need to reassemble the original cast and crew. The final two movies in the franchise were shot back-to-back and released closely, so a new installment might not follow the same schedule. Assuming the production begins and all factors align smoothly, it's plausible that the earliest we could expect to see 365 Days 4 on Netflix might be in early 2024, which would be roughly 4 years after the original movie release. However, release dates for movies can be influenced by various factors, including production schedules, post-production, and marketing, so it's purely speculative. Fans would need to keep an eye out for any official announcements from Netflix regarding the release date of a potential 365 Days 4. Well, that's it for today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.